everybody!
Woohoo! Talking about E3 2018.
E3 predictions. I think it's just customary that if you're running a gaming channel at all, you have to do E3 predictions.
Yeah, we're going to start out with Sony. Big thing for me, Kingdom Hearts 3. I think they're going to be showcasing it hard.
I'm sick of watching showcases of Kingdom Hearts 3.
To be frank with you, Cam, I am too.
Stop showing me cool stuff and just tell me when the game's coming out. Or just shut up until you finish.
Release the game. I don't even care if it's not done. Just give me a demo.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
They said 2 weeks ago that the release date would be revealed early next week. It is now Wednesday?
It's
still
officially
you know what?
Not early.
Let me check IGN, just in case I'm putting my foot in my mouth. Apple Watch, Shenmue...
They're going to show Shenmue. That's the next prediction for me.
Yeah.
It's going to look way better than it did the last time we saw it. Because the last time we saw it, it looked like trash.
Yes, it's not good. No Kingdom Hearts. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're going to showcase
They're going
that.
to go heavy on that.
Heavy. That seems to be their newest flagship title after Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, if they end up showing off a new Final Fantasy, I'm fine with that.
See, I don't want... If they're working on Final Fantasy VII, finish Final Fantasy VII.
That's not how Nomura works.
I know it's not. But finish that one before you release a new one. Because that's how a lot of the newer Final Fantasies kind of get raked under. Like... If you're not a Final Fantasy fan, do you even know if people play the crap out of 14?
No. But people love 15, so...
It's 15, that's the one I'm talking about, I'm sorry.
15, yeah.
15.
Maybe an expansion to God of War, or a God of War sequel.
I wouldn't, be surprised if it happened, and I know a lot of people would be excited, but I think that they should let this God of War live its hype. As I was telling him, I think this God of War is the game of the year so far. If they were smart, they would just let this God of War be right now.
It needs to ride the wave.
So that it can ride that wave.
Yeah.
But Horizon Zero Dawn 2...
I think that's entirely plausible.
That is plausible.
Yeah.
And especially since I feel like a lot of people think that was snubbed for Game of the Year last year.
I think a new Uncharted game...
Wouldn't be out of the...
They'll probably announce...
when's the last time we got a Gran Turismo?
Oh, it's been a hot minute.
Gran Turismo. There you go. An open world Gran Turismo.
That'd be cool.
I'm making that prediction right now.
Yeah.
Open world. Something to compete. But Forza has Horizon. I feel like Gran Turismo is long overdue for a game like Horizon.
I think Sony will showcase Assassin's Creed Odyssey as well.
I do too, but I think Ubisoft will make that their main.
I don't have any more for Sony.
Else? I don't have any more for Sony either. Honestly, there should be something that wows us here, because right now Sony has the momentum, and they should take that momentum. I really hope that they don't try to steal Nintendo's thunder, because that's when they tend to run into trouble, when they try to do the thing.
They come with like a Vita-esque thing with the...
Yeah, just do you. You have the market right now.
Sony's got
the market.
Sony has the 4K market almost more than Xbox does.
That's what I'm saying. Like, keep your market. Just continue down your path, and I think Sony will be fine.
Yeah, totally.
If they try to ride the hype train, I think the Sony fanboys will buy it, and I think other people can buy into it, but it could end up disastrous like the Vita.
Yeah.
Or like PSVR.
I have played two VR games. I've played Skyrim VR, and I've played Super Hot VR. One, Skyrim VR is very difficult to play. You get motion sickness. Two, Super Hot VR is my game. I am incredible at it. I don't know what happens. It's like I'm
into John Wick when you're...
I'm in the Matrix when that happens, and like I beat the whole game in one sitting. Yeah, so that's Sony.
Sony.
Moving on to good old Microsoft.
Good old Microsoft. All right, so Microsoft. I'll let you start.
Anthem is going to be one of their big ones.
I think Anthem is going to be their big one.
Which we got revealed last year and then have heard nothing. Other than that it got pushed back.
The development for this game has been tumultuous, especially since I think originally they were kind of modeling themselves after Destiny.
Yes.
I think they're trying to bring in more of the casual crowd.
Yeah.
They want to be more like... I know this is not a really good comparison, but they want to be more like Fortnite, where everybody plays their game.
Totally.
Forza, we're due for another Forza game.
One of the racetrack ones, not...
Yeah, not a mainstream Forza.
That's what
Horizon, we
it's
didn't get... We got Horizon 2016?
I think they'll do exactly what Nintendo did with Metroid Prime 4, but with Halo 6.
I think we're going to get a Halo 6 and or a Gears of War 5.
Yes.
And it'll be a teaser.
Mm-hmm.
Like just a little bit to get the fanboys hype and, to pique interest. It's Gears. You know what you're going to get.
Exactly. I think we'll get a Sea of Thieves expansion. Or they will discuss the next one.
They'll discuss. I think they started discussing. They'll do a big unveil.
Treasure.
They're going to talk about a lot of stuff that the general public doesn't care about, but it's kind of important. Like their new controllers for people with disabilities,
which I think is awesome.
I think that's a really cool thing.
Absolutely.
I think that's really cool that they actually kind of put it into their forefront for a little bit.
Yeah, they put it on Twitter and they put it on.
Yeah, I see it everywhere.
A lot of the times, if they have accessibility controllers, they're just
in the background, but
it's
they're really
available.
Yeah, they're really hey, no, we really want everybody to play.
Yeah, which is awesome.
And I think that's going to help them start bringing their brand back to the forefront because right now they have no hype train.
Yeah, Microsoft is they released the Xbox One X. It did decent.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
It is. It is the most technically powerful console ever made.
Yeah,
it's still an Xbox.
You know what would really put me on the hype train? Really squarely on the Microsoft hype train. If they re-announce Scalebound.
Yes.
If they
that
were
would be cool.
Hey, yeah, I know we said we canceled it, but it's back. We're working on it again. We're gonna make it. Is Crackdown out yet?
No. They had Terry Crews announce it last year.
Yeah,
that it was in development, and then that was it.
Isn't he? Mm-hmm. When are we getting Crackdown? They're gonna do indies. They're gonna do lots of indies.
They do. Last year, I watched and did coverage of the entirety of E3 for Microsoft, and thank you, Whitney, for letting me sit there. You guys can actually go back and watch that on the YouTube channel because that's the genesis of our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, it is.
Was E3? They're gonna announce a ton of indie titles that just have nothing to do with anything but just being little indies.
That's not really where you want to go now. If you're an indie developer, you probably want to head to the Switch.
You want to head to the Switch.
So, is that the end of our Microsoft talk?
That's Microsoft.
Alright, let's head to Nintendo, speaking of the Switch. Nintendo, this is what I'm more excited about.
We've been discussing it extensively today, and my hope to God is that they talk about Fire Emblem.
I think not only will Fire Emblem be shown, I don't think it will be shown extensively. I think that's definitely going to Smash Brothers.
Now that you've brought up Smash Brothers, when do you think it's coming out?
It's definitely going to be late summer, I think it's going to be our Christmas game.
You think
it's going to be October.
I think September.
Or so.
I think it's going to launch when Nintendo Online is launched.
Oh, that would make sense.
That would be a huge thing for Nintendo.
It would basically sell their online service because
it would sell their console, their online service.
There are production companies making a GameCube-shaped controller for the Switch.
Oh.
Have you not seen this?
No.
There's pictures of the box. The empty boxes that are on display at GameStop?
Yeah.
There's pictures of them. It's got a home and a picture screenshot button on it, but it's a GameCube-shaped controller.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
By the way, your GameCube controller will work on your Switch. You just need the adapter.
Yeah.
Just plug it in USB.
It's
It'll
USB.
Work. What else?
Metroid Prime 4?
Metroid Prime 4, I think we'll get a proper trailer for. I don't think we're going to get much more than that.
I think that's about it. Be where it is in the series, basically.
I think we'll get
HD.
much more information once we know the release date.
Yeah. Which I'm super psyched for that game. Oh man, Metroid Prime was one of my favorite GameCube games. If not my favorite.
I think we're going to get some Let's Go Pikachu.
I'm cool with that. I'm so cool with that.
I don't think we're going to get any information on Pokemon 2019.
No, I think they'll say it's still coming.
I don't think they're going to say anything.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think they're just going to ignore it, and we'll get more information on that in January.
When it comes, yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I was saying with Fire Emblem, I think because it has been under the radar since they announced that it was coming, I think it will be featured prominently. I think we will get full video cutscenes. We'll get a little bit of gameplay video. I think it's going to come this year.
Now, is it going to be starring Ike?
I think it will be a brand new game.
Okay, I do too.
I think it will steer toward the newer Fire Emblems, though, with the relationships and stuff like that.
Oh, definitely.
Because
with
it's
the
a
children
console seller.
Yeah.
I also think it will be easier than any of the ones we've gotten recently.
Absolutely. The 3DS ones are hardcore. Especially Shadows of Valencia. Holy cow, that game's rough. But I reviewed it for the channel if you want to check that video out.
Yeah. We'll leave a link somewhere.
Yeah, we'll put it somewhere. I definitely agree. I think it's going to be the easiest, or easier than what we've been getting.
I think with the 3DS, they're not letting the 3DS die.
No.
I know everybody wants them to. They're not going to do that. WarioWare comes out soon.
Yeah, WarioWare Gold.
They're gonna mention that it's gonna be featured in the Treehouse. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah.
This new Star Fox racing game that's supposedly being developed. I think it's gonna come out for the 3DS.
Really? You don't think Switch?
I don't think it's gonna be Switch.
I hope
think it's gonna be the 3DS because they still need flagship games for their 3DS.
That's true.
Because Way of the Sushido, which was kind of a flagship game for the 3DS, got ported to the Switch.
It did, yeah.
So they need 3DS games, because if they keep doing that with like Way of the Sushido, Sushi Strikers, whatever you want to call it,
right? Then
people aren't going to buy the 3DS version. They're just going to buy the Switch version.
Why would they? Yeah. I think they'll talk a teeny bit about Monster Hunter. Just remind people, hey, Generations Ultimate is coming. I think they might show a trailer for it.
I think if they have a feature on it, they're going to mention some things that are new to it that were not in the Japanese version.
Yes. They have said that they are changing some things about it. And they're, like, obviously they had to tamper with it somehow, or else we would be able to play it in English right now on our Switches.
And I think the success of World made it a definite, hey, we got to do this.
Yeah. They could have canned it easily. They could have been like, we'll just keep it Japanese. Which they had said originally, this game is not coming to the West.
Yeah.
They were that's why we both
that it
bought
was not coming to the West.
So both of us dropped $48 on it.
48, yeah.
And
at least it wasn't full price.
Yes, that is true. Now, do you think it'll? It's $59.99 here. It's 60.
Oh yeah, no, it'll.
It's $60, here. But
guaranteed.
Maybe we'll get
Yoshi.
Maybe we'll get some more on Yoshi.
They're definitely going to show some more on Yoshi. It was in alpha the last time we saw it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We might get another 3DS port of one of the Mario and Luigi games.
You think so?
I think they're doing Bowser's Inside Story next.
Yeah, no, that they definitely.
I think they already.
Next.
Yeah, so I think
that one's already announced.
They'll show.
They'll show that. Yes, for the 3DS.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh yes.
I think a bunch of character announcements for.
They're definitely gonna announce characters from ARMS.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No way they just let ARMS.
They can't let that go.
Because, I mean, ARMS, like you said, ARMS was a modest success at best. Mm-hmm. But it's a new IP for them, which is a big deal for Nintendo. I mean, it fits. The ARMS characters, they're already in a fighting game.
Exactly. So, I know they'll do a bunch of Nindies. A showcase of indie games.
Look, if your game looks like it can run for the Nintendo Switch,
it's
probably got a port coming.
Yeah.
Supposedly, there's leaks of Fortnite and Dragon Ball FighterZ on the Switch that will be announced at E3. That's not a surprise. Like, honestly, even if they don't announce it, I'm still gonna be looking at them like, really? You're not gonna make that extra money by releasing your free game on a system that everybody wants to pick up? Right. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself, Epic.
Yeah.
I know I trashed your game in another video, or in a video that you haven't seen yet, because I think this one's coming out first.
If it can run on this,
it's definitely running.
It can run on the Switch.
No, not only is it running on the Switch, it's coming.
Yeah. So, Fortnite announced for Switch. You heard it here first.
You probably did hear it here first.
You probably saw it on Kotaku like we did.
Yeah.
But, I think they might announce what they're doing in Japan as the dockless Switch.
You think they're going to do that
They
here?
possibly might.
Because they like to do stuff in Japan that they don't do in the West.
That is true.
I don't think they're going to release the dockless Switch here.
Maybe they'll announce like a bundle for Pokemon with like a red and a white Joy-Con or a pink, or not a pink.
For Let's Go
Pikachu.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
a yellow and a brown Joy-Con.
Maybe yellow and yellow for Pikachu.
Yellow and yellow and brown for Eevee. Yeah. Or brown and tan or whatever. Yeah.
Just a wild prediction for anything. What do you think is just something just crazy?
Something absolutely crazy?
Yeah.
Something just absolutely good. You go first while I'm thinking.
And I think if they did this, it would solidify them. If Sony announces crossplay.
Oh, yeah.
With select games, not everything. But with select games, Sony announces crossplay.
I think some sort of handheld from Sony or Microsoft.
I think Microsoft would be in a bad way if they announced a handheld.
I think so too, because they've never had one.
Be announcing their death. They can't even really run their console properly. I mean, I like the Xbox One. I think it's done very well.
It's a cool console.
It's a cool console.
It's a great media center.
Give us more games.
Yes, more specific games. Like Sony is crushing it. They've got God of War. They've got Uncharted.
They work with different companies.
Yeah, they've got the Jack series. They've got Ratchet and Clank. They used to have Tomb Raider as exclusively.
They used to have Crash Bandicoot.
Spyro. Like all of these different franchises. But
also, the worst thing that you can announce at E3 is a timed exclusive. Nobody cares about timed exclusives.
No, yeah. Because eventually it's going to be available.
Right.
And you know what? Crash Bandicoot wasn't a timed exclusive initially, but it became one.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, those are what I think.
There you go. Those are our E3 predictions. E3 dictions.
E3 dictions. I like that.
That's probably going to be the title.
Sweet.
Let us know what you think in the comments if you'd like. Nobody ever leaves comments, but you can. They're there. That's what that section is for.
Right.
We're also on Instagram and Twitter at The Cricket Party.
Hit us up there. Let us know what games you guys want us to talk about. What games you guys are psyched about for E3?
We'll have to do some E3, post-E3.
Yeah.
That'll mark our 1-year anniversary, basically.
Well, as a YouTube channel.
As a YouTube channel is our post-E3 content.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, guys.